Would you look at that? Hey, what a beautiful view. But if you want to enjoy high country views like this, you're going to need to know how to drive up steep hills. And that's why our next episode of 4x4 Australia's off-road driving series is how to drive up steep hills. As with steep descents or any other kind of off-road driving, the more you know about your vehicle, the easier it's going to be to tackle this sort of terrain. And there's some specific stuff that different vehicles have that help them in steep terrain. Engine performance, low down torque, overall gearing, low range reduction, traction aids like limited slip diffs, electronic traction control, rear diff locks, all that kind of stuff can help you drive up steep hills. Other things too that you may not have considered, like your suspension, the amount of ground clearance you've got, how much wheel travel you've got. They are all very important factors when it comes to driving steep tracks, because steep tracks are not all smooth. Some are rutted, some are covered in rocks, some have got mud on them, all sorts of different things that you have to consider. But what is the number one thing when it comes to driving any off-road terrain, steep hills included? Tyres. If you're driving off-road, you want light truck construction tyres. Tougher in the sidewalls, tougher across the tread. You're not going to damage these tyres as readily as you would if you had passenger car tyres fitted to your vehicle. Whether you have all terrains like this vehicle or mud terrains, as long as they're a light truck construction. I can't emphasise that enough for off-road driving. Obviously, if you're in really slippery terrain, the mud terrain tyres are going to give you a bit more traction than these all-terrains because they have more wide open tread blocks. That allows them to get bite in slippery conditions and also expel mud. But for the type of driving I do, which is a fair bit of on-road stuff, more than most off-road stuff, all terrains I think are perfect for my vehicles. So we've talked about the vehicle, now let's talk about the hills. So a lot of hills, you're going to be able to judge whether they're going to be difficult or easy to climb from the driver's seat. But some hills, you're not going to know unless you get out and walk the track. If you can see the start of a hill and there's a corner or something like that and you don't know what's around the corner, and you don't think there's anywhere to turn around, sometimes it's best to get out, walk a bit of the track and see what's around the corner. By walking the track, that also gives you the opportunity to feel what the ground is like, to see if it's slippery, wet, muddy. Look out for ruts, look out for tree roots, look out for rocks, look out for any kind of obstacle that could damage your vehicle or impede your progress up the hill. Another thing that's a good idea to look out for, if it's a particularly steep hill and looks like particularly challenging terrain, is have a look around for trees, like solid trees, something to winch off if you get stuck. Have a look around for a turning point if you're going to get stuck halfway up and you don't want to back all the way down the thing. Alright, so you're at the base of the hill. What do you want to do? How do you want to set up your vehicle? If you're in a manual vehicle, second gear low, hopefully that's going to be low enough for you. With some vehicles you might have to use first gear low if the hill's really steep. But you just want to be really easy on the throttle. You don't want to generate wheel spin, you just want to drive up nice and steady. If you're in an auto, you can stick it in auto. Not like going down a hill where you want to select the gear manually. Going up a hill with an auto, you can actually put it in auto and let the car do the work for you. Keep an eye on the track. If there's really deep ruts and you don't think you're going to have enough ground clearance, don't drop into those ruts. But if you think you'll have the ground clearance and if you think the terrain is best to be in those ruts, it'll give you the best traction, go through the ruts. What I'm trying to say is don't fight the track, drive with the track. Always look way up ahead so you know what's coming up along the track. On really steep stuff with really tricky sort of terrain, you're going to want to engage all of the traction aids at your disposal. So in this vehicle, that means the electronic traction control is on. Means I've locked the rear diff, it means I'm in low range second gear. That's as much as we got. If I had a front diff lock in this thing too, I would engage that for really tricky steep climbs. If you're in the high country, some of these climbs just go on and on and on. But you'll find there's erosion mounds like this where we stopped here, all the way up the track. So if you've been going and you think, oh, this is a bit too intense, I need a bit of a break, an erosion mound is the perfect spot to pull up and have a little breather. On erosion mounds, some of them can be quite sharp and you don't want to go flying over the top and crash down on your suspension on the other side. So just keep your speed nice and steady as you go over and then continue on your way. When you don't want to stop on a hill is if it's really slippery, if it's been raining and it's muddy and you need to keep your momentum up. Just keep driving nice and steady, and if you need to give it a little bit of steering on the way up, just to get a bit more bite, do that. If you do get stuck or you stop for some reason and you think, oh no, I can't get going again, there's a special technique for backing down the hill, and we'll go into that now. Imagine you're driving a manual four-wheel drive and you're halfway up a hill and you're getting a little bit low on revs and you stall the thing. All of a sudden everything comes to a stop. What are you going to do? You feel like you're going to slide back. You don't want to start with your foot on the brake. Here's what you got to do if you need to back down the hill. Make sure you're in low range. Make sure you have all of your electronic traction aids or diff locks engaged or a combination of both. Select reverse gear with the engine off. This is definitely the best way to get down a hill if you're stuck halfway up it. You now should be on the hill, stopped in reverse gear without your foot on the brake. Ease the brake off. So long as your foot is not on the clutch, your vehicle will stay on the hill because you're in reverse gear. As you ease your foot off the brake, just give it a little click of the ignition and it should fire up and go back down the hill nice and slow. You don't want to be on the brakes, because if you're on the brakes as you back down the hill, no weight on the front of the vehicle, you're going to lose your steering. So you just need to let it drive itself down the hill using the engine braking. Do not put your foot on the clutch because it'll just roll down the hill and you'll have no control at all. If you need to steer as you're backing down the hill, and you probably will if there are corners on the track, just gradual steering motions. Don't grab full lock because you'll spin around and you'll lose control. The key is just keep everything nice and slow and nice and steady. So you're not always going to be driving on your own. Most of the time you'll probably be driving with your mates in a convoy. If you're driving in a convoy and you come to a really steep hill and you're looking up there and you're watching your mate go up there, don't barrel up the hill straight after them in case they get into strife, because they might have to back down the hill. So wait till they go up, maybe over the next erosion mount, and then you can follow them up the hill. Or better still, they might get on the radio and say, oh, track's clear, or let you know if there's strife. One other thing to remember, when you're driving up steep hills, try and keep your vehicle pointed up the hill at all times. If you start driving across the track, which you might have to do a little bit, don't drive right across the track though, because that's when you can get into strife. If you drive across the track and you lift the wheel, you can roll over and have all sorts of problems. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of 4x4 Australia's off-road driving series, How to Climb Steep Hills. Anyway, that's it. I'm off for a beer. See you later.